Hey, Patricia, there you are.
Goldman Sachs says no longer expects the Fed to hike
Okay, cool. Let me make sure
rates
that.
in March. Cities stress on banking system. This is a
Perfect. Okay, guys, yeah, we're ready. We're ready. Everything's working. Let's get started. How are you, Dina? How's everyone? Hey, Patricia. Oh, no one's listening to me on here. Hey, guys, how's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? How are you, Patricia? Guys, today we are continuing with the topic of vocabulary related to productivity. Chicos, vamos a continuar con vocabulario relacionado con trabajo, productividad, ese tipo de cosas, okay? So, Patricia, are you there?
Hi,
There you
teacher.
are.
How
Hey,
are you?
Patricia. Good, good, good. I hope you're doing well. So, Patricia, nice of you to come. Let's begin. We're going to start with up to their neck. This is an expression. Yes, up to their neck. Up to up to también significa hasta, hasta. Yeah? So let me give you some context, Patricia, and
Mhm.
tell me if you know what this means. I'm up to my neck in work at the moment. I don't have any time for anything else. She's up to her neck in wedding planning. She's been working on it every day for weeks. What does this mean, to be up to your neck?
When you have a lot of work to do,
Yeah,
do you have
exactly.
very accumulated work, maybe?
Maybe not very,
No?
a lot of accumulated work,
Uh-huh.
a lot of accumulated work, a lot to have a lot on your plate. Yeah, to have a lot of your on your plate is a little different, Luis, because if you have a lot on your plate, this tends to be positive. This tends to be positive. I have a lot of things that I can work on, right? But to be up to your neck is actually usually negative. Estoy hasta acá. Estoy hasta acá con trabajo. Yeah? That's what it literally means. Estoy hasta el cuello con trabajo. Yeah? So Patricia, question for you.
Mhm.
Are you up to your neck with work?
Okay, actually this week, yes, because my husband is traveling, so I have been up to my neck with a lot of work to do.
There you go. There you go. I'm up to my neck with work. Cool, cool. Uh, Thank you, Nera. Okay, cool. So, and let's say hello to Carlos. Are you there, Carlos?
I am Ruth. You know
Oh,
that
I knew this. I knew this. I
I'm
knew
using
this.
my husband the computer.
I'm so sorry, Ruth. Ruth, it's good to
No,
see
don't
you.
worry. Don't
It's good.
worry.
It's good to see
If
you.
you
Yeah.
want, I can speak like Carlos. Good morning. Good afternoon.
No, no.
No, no,
Having
no.
having you here is fine. Having you here is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. I forgot. I forgot that you are
No,
Carlos.
don't worry.
And Ruth, as far as house responsibilities, do you feel you are up to your neck with house responsibilities, errands, just things to do?
Yes, of course. I am up to my neck,
Up to my neck.
during,
Yes?
up to my neck during the last 4 years, o sea, the last 4 days, because
Good.
I have to took my
I have to
grandchildren
take.
for 4 days, go to school, lunch and everything.
Good. So
So
maybe here say I had to take care of my
take
grandchildren.
care of my grandchildren.
There you go. There you go. I had to take care of my grandchildren. Hey, Maria, thank you so much, Maria. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate your support. Yeah. I had to take care of my grandchildren. My first class. Okay, yeah. So Jonathan, your first class, Neta, your first class, guys. Wednesdays and Thursdays, 6 p.m. Colombia. You guys are more than welcome to come. Okay, so Ruth, let's go with the next one. Yeah, the next one is a slump. Slump.
Yes.
A slump. Yeah. And let me give you some context. I'm in a bit of a slump. I'm in a bit of a slump right now, and I'm finding it hard to get anything done. Estoy en algo de un slump y se me hace difícil terminar mi trabajo. Después de perder varios juegos importantes seguidos, el equipo entró en un slump profundo. What do you think this means, Ruth? A slump.
Maybe to get down or
Exactly.
not.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay, thank you.
yeah. Well, yeah, exactly, exactly. It has other meanings, but that what you're saying is one meaning. Yes. So
Yeah.
to be maybe a little depressed,
Depressed. Yeah.
depressed,
Yeah. That
unmotivated.
is one.
But but Ruth, so you're right. You're right. There's nothing wrong with your
Yeah.
answer. But also it can be when you are maybe unproductive. Yes?
Okay.
And this is always when we talk about a slump, it's a period of time. A period of time when you are depressed, unmotivated, and unproductive. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So, the question that I have for you is what tips would you give someone who is going through a slump? So, guys, Ruth, because a slump is related to time, it's just a moment in time. We can talk about going through a slump, in a slump. Yes? So, what advice would you give someone who is going through a slump? This is a very common expression, to go through a slump. Yeah? So what advice would you give somebody? Guys on TikTok, you too. What advice would you give someone who is going through a slump?
Well, I would like to advise to
Advise them
invite
to?
to again
I would like to advise them to
them to go to shopping.
go shopping. No two. No two. To go
Yeah, go
shopping.
shopping. Go shopping.
Good. Maybe spend time with their friends. Good, 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 Diana. And why do you say this, Ruth? Does going shopping cheer you up?
Yes.
Cool.
Because we can buy dress or shoes or maybe drink a coffee and the person is going to be happy.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's a good way to maybe clear the mind of the problems, right? To clear the
Yes.
mind of the problems. And Ruth, be careful with go to. Remember, to only for real places. Real places.
Yeah,
Yes? So
you
when
explain me.
yeah, yeah. So shopping is an
I
activity.
forgot.
It's all right.
Yes.
It's all right. It's all right. So go
Yes.
shopping. Cool. Patricia, question for you. Um, have you and your husband, I really don't know what you guys do. I know you guys work together, but do you go through, thank you so much, Netta. I hadn't seen your roses. Do you go through slumps at work? Do you go through slumps at work? Now, this can mean many things, right? It can be you're just unmotivated, don't want to go to
Tired,
work. That's one meaning. Second meaning
very tired,
means,
very
yeah,
tired.
yeah. But another meaning can be that you go to work and things just don't go right. You're not being productive. You're making mistakes. This can also be a slump. Yes?
Okay, when things are not going well
Yeah,
or
yeah.
as we
Yeah,
expected.
exactly. So you have two meanings. One is related to emotions, how you feel. But then the other one
Uh-huh.
is the ability to produce, to produce. If you're not producing, you're going through a slump. Yeah? So,
So
go
when
ahead.
yes, it happens sometimes because when we have a lot of work, maybe we can feel that it's difficult to handle everything, yeah,
Nice.
and to
Yeah.
accomplish. Uh, and yes, it is easy. It is easy to go through a slump at
Nice.
work
Nice. Nice.
sometimes.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
some days are better, some weeks and days are better than others, but yes, but some are very tough, and when we
Right. Good.
have many things to cope with at the same
Nice.
time,
Nice.
and yeah, that
Cool, cool. And
it
yeah,
happens.
you were able to explain it right. Good job, Patricia. Yeah. Sometimes where you feel that yeah, you're just overwhelmed and this kind of puts you in a bit of a depressed mood. Yeah, that would be a slump. Good. Good, good, good. Good. Patricia, you're next. Yes, you're next. So the next one is to ease up. Ease up. And guys, a lot of students will say easy up. But no, we're not talking about easy. We're talking about the verb to ease up. To ease up. So if easy, we
To
know what
relax
easy
a little
means.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So ease as a verb is hacer algo fácil, right? So as you're saying, maybe to make something or to be able to relax.
Or to speed down the pace, maybe.
Yeah,
Speed down
good.
the pace.
All of this works. All of this works. You're right. And yes, Yamilet, it's a phrasal verb. You're right, Patricia, because to ease up just means to be less, to be less severe, to be less intense, to be less strict. Yes? To,
To take it easy. Take it
yeah,
easy.
yeah, there you go. Ease
So,
up, ease up. Exactly.
okay.
Good. So let me give you some context. I can tell you already know what it means, but let me give you some context so that you can look at it, get a better idea for it. People on TikTok can also get a better idea. Ruth as well. I wish my parents would ease up on me and let me make my own decisions. The teacher decided to ease up on the students and give them an easier assignment. You see how this works? Mis padres
Mm-hmm.
yo desearía que mis padres how would we say this? Se tranquilizaran
So no,
un
there
poco
were
con.
there.
Go ahead, go ahead.
I would like my parents not to be so intense,
Yeah, I would like them to
maybe.
ease up. Yes, I would like them to ease up. Yo desearía que mis padres no fuesen tan intensos y me
Uh-huh.
dejarían tomar mis propias decisiones. La profesora decidió ponérselas fácil a los alumnos y les dejó una asignación
Una
más fácil.
tarea
Yeah?
fácil.
So to ease up, less intense. Less intense. Okay, so the question for you, Patricia, is does your boss, and this is for everyone on TikTok as well. Let me get rid of this. Does your boss ease up on you when you are swamped?
Swamp.
Yeah, so
Um,
guys, swamp means the
y-
same thing as to be up to your neck, ¿cierto? A
Okay.
swamp es un pantano, ¿cierto? Y si
Sí,
estás en el
sí,
pantano,
sí.
tienes el agua hasta acá, right?
Empantanado.
Empantanado, exactly. So to be swamped and to be up to your neck, in my opinion, they are synonyms, right? So does your boss ease up when you are up to your neck with work or when you are swamped with work, Patricia?
Okay, in my case, I don't know how to answer that question, but I think it doesn't happen regularly with the bosses
Good.
because they tend to add you a lot of work and they sometimes they sometimes don't mind if you are up 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 of your neck. I forgot.
Up,
swamp.
up to your neck, up to your neck,
Up too. Okay.
up to your
And
neck.
sometimes some bosses sometimes don't mind if you are up to your neck. So that's my opinion.
Good, and be careful. Be careful. When you
Okay.
say up to your neck, you always have to say with what? I'm up to my neck with problems. I'm up to my neck with work. I'm up to my neck. Yes? And with swamped, it's recommended, but you don't need to. With swamp, people understand because of the context that you're swamped with work, right? But with up to your neck, you have to say with what? Yeah?
Okay.
Good. Hey, and Ruth, question for you. Did you ease up on your grandchildren when you took care of them, or were you very strict?
Oh, I am very strict
Good.
because it's a great responsibility to take
Yeah,
care of them.
yeah. So you didn't ease up at all.
No, no.
Good.
But
Good.
I give everything that they want. But when she have
When they,
to study or they study or to do homework,
uh-huh.
sit down and let's study right now.
Good. So you were very strict. Good job.
Yes.
Ruth, let's go over to you. Yes, you are next. And cutting corners. Guys, what does this mean? Cutting corners. Cutting corners. Bosses are bosses. They never ease up. Yeah, be careful, user. ease up, not easy up. And guys, like I told you at the beginning, esto es algo muy común. Nosotros estamos tan acostumbrados a decir la palabra easy que se nos olvida. O sea, que no entramos en cuenta de que esto no es easy. Este es el verbo ease. Yeah, so be careful, user. They never ease up. Sí, ese es el problema, que easy es una palabra que estamos muy acostumbrados y ease de repente puede ser nueva y pues la mente quiere ir para lo que ya conoce. They only care for the company's benefits, sadly. I agree. Hey there, homies, how often? Buddy, Roberto, Wednesdays and Thursdays, 6 p.m. Colombia, Wednesdays and Thursdays. I'm going to update that info on my bio. Anyways, so let's begin. Let's continue. Good. Okay, so to cut corners, Ruth, let me give you some context and tell me what you think this means. He cut corners on the construction project, and as a result, the building was unsafe. The company was accused of cutting corners to save money on the production of their products. Él cut corners en el proyecto de construcción y como resultado, el edificio no fue seguro. La compañía fue acusada de cortar esquinas,
Yeah.
cut corners,
Yeah.
para ahorrar dinero en la producción de sus productos. What do you think this means? To cut corners.
That you reduce your budget, but in an illegal
Good,
way.
good, good.
No?
No,
Yes?
no, 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 no.
No?
It's not. It's not, but I
But
like your answer. Go ahead.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, because when you ask for a plumber to they work as a Chilean, and I say no, my missus, I'm going to cut this and I'm going to put that and nothing work.
Let me help
Maybe.
you. Let me help you. Let me help you. Let me read
Yeah.
this text.
Okay.
Can you
Okay.
say a way to get better at speaking if I usually understand most? Yeah, I'll get to that in a bit, Roberto. Okay, so Ruth, cut
Como
corners. Uh-huh. Go ahead, Patricia.
to cut the money
you
to pay less or something.
you're kind of going in
Like
the
that.
right place. You're going in the right place, okay? Let me help you with this. So look, let me draw this for you. And this is a square. Yes? The square has 4 corners, right? One,
Yes.
2, 3, 4. Yeah? So let's pretend that you have to race around the square. Race, 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 race around the square. And it takes you 2 minutes, right? But how about if I cut the corners
And
and
I'm going to win
now,
the race.
yeah. So to cut corners is to take shortcuts, tomar atajos, yeah?
Ah,
Yeah?
okay.
But you were right, Ruth, because when you were talking about doing something illegally, maybe when you cut corners, tomar atajos, taking shortcuts, cutting corners is not a good thing. It's usually seen as negative because if we take shortcuts, usually we are not doing something that we're supposed to. Therefore, the result may have a bad quality, right? So cutting corners can be negative. Yes?
Okay.
Yeah. It's not always negative, but for most of the time it's used as
It's
in a negative
it's
context.
negative. Yes.
Cool. Okay.
So it
So
happens.
go ahead, Patricia.
So it happens sometimes in construction or building work when some companies, in order to save money, they don't use safe materials or
Yeah.
something like that, and at the end, the project fall apart or is not.
Nice.
It doesn't work well
Yeah,
at the
nice.
end.
Nice expression. The project falls apart. The project falls apart. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there are many ways to, yeah, people cut corners all the time. Yes, construction is an area where this happens as well. And Ruth, the question for you is, do you think it's ever okay to cut corners?
For me, it's not okay to cut corners for
Okay,
me, but
good.
everybody cut corners.
Yeah, we all cut corners. We all cut corners.
Yeah.
And Patricia, thank you, Ruth. Patricia, I wanted to ask you, can you cut corners in your job?
No. Totally agree with Ruth. If you want things to go well and to work um, fine. You never have to go for shortcuts or cutting corners.
Good. Here, don't say you
So
never have to.
everything
You
uh,
should. You should. You
you
should not.
you should not
You should not cut
cutting
corners.
corners.
There you go.
Cut, no cutting,
You
cut.
should not. You should not cut. Why? Because we're using should, right? So all of these
Uh,
modal verbs, we don't modify the verb.
we shouldn't
Exactly. We shouldn't cut corners.
cut.
Cool.
Mm.
Cool. 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 Thank
So
you. Go ahead, please, Patricia. Go.
so I okay. No, no, no. Yeah.
No, no, go ahead. And guys, I'm sorry that I speak over you guys sometimes. And part of the reason why I speak over you is because I think that you guys are finished. Yes? And also because I'm not really looking at your guys' face. I'm more looking here, so I can't really tell. And this happens all the time, even with my students when I'm looking at their faces, just because there can be delays in the audio. Yeah, sometimes I think we are cutting corners when we are several. What do you mean by this, Yamilet? Sometimes I think we when we are several problems. Not sure I get it, Yamilet. I'm sorry. Carolina, thank you. The Dreamer, thank you. Roberto. My advice, buddy, to get better at speaking is honestly find a speaking partner. Find a speaking partner. And guys, I've never done this. I've never done this, but I seem to be recommending it quite a lot. Yes, Omegle. Omegle is a place where you can go in and just find people to talk to. Yeah, Roberto. So maybe this is a way to find someone to speak with. Yes, but if you're able to understand most of it and your issue is fluency, find a speaking partner, and you there are ways to find free ones for sure. Yeah, so in Omegle, if you find people who are interested in improving their Spanish, then maybe you guys can work some sort of deal where you guys kind of help each other out, you know. Anyway, so
Teacher,
please go
teacher,
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I have a question. Cutting corners is only it's only about money or something that you do quickly, or maybe if I am in an exam and I copy to my friend, to me, is cutting corner too
Yeah,
or
yeah.
not?
So it's not only
Is it
related to money. It's related to any type of activity. Whenever you take a shortcut, whenever you do an activity um, in a different way than it should be done, you're cutting corners.
okay?
Yeah, any activity, Ruth. Any
Yeah,
activity.
okay, I got it.
Cool,
Thank you very
cool.
much.
You're very welcome. Patricia, let's go over with you, okay? And guys, I try not to be very vulgar. I try not to use swear words, right? And but guys, this is really
Us.
not, yeah, this is not a swear word. I mean, it's informal, right? And maybe, but bosses will use this as well, right? If it needs to be used, they will use it. So let me show you this, the context. Tell me what you think this means. To half-ass something. And what's funny about it, this is a verb. It's a verb, guys. To half-ass something. Verb. Yeah? I didn't do well on my test because I half-assed my studying. He half-assed the project and it wasn't up to the usual standards, right? So, what do you think this means? Yeah, Roberto, give me a sec. What do you think this means, Patricia, to half-ass something?
Um, I'm not sure, but maybe uh, when someone behaves in a irresponsible way.
Nice. Nice, nice. So let me help you, right? You're in the right direction. Good job. I think this is kind of similar, not very, but a little, like cutting corners. Yes? But the difference is that cutting corners, you are conscious about the shortcut you're taking. When you half-ass something, is you just have a bad attitude. You have a bad attitude and you do things. ¿De dónde viene? ¿De dónde viene la palabra half-ass? Viene from doing things halfway. Halfway. De hacer las cosas por la mitad. De hacer las cosas a media. Right? So if you do things halfway, de ahí es donde viene esta palabra. Haces las cosas por la mitad. You half-ass things. You do things halfway. You half-ass things. ¿Ya? So es no poner todo de ti. Hacer las cosas mediocremente. No poner empeño. No Eso. Hacer algo
Okay.
sin el esfuerzo o la atención necesaria, right? Patricia, do you have, I don't know what kind of work dynamic you have, but do you have coworkers who half-ass their tasks, their responsibilities?
Mm, well, not really.
Good. That's good. Good for you. Yes?
No.
And just a general question. What are the consequences of half-assing your work? What are some possible consequences? What are consequences of half-assing your work?
Well, I think the main consequence could be that you are not going to have the results you were expected to have.
There you
So
go.
everything goes wrong at the end, and that's why you have to do from the first to the end. Everything has to be done in the proper way, always.
Good. And let me help you with
Mm,
something. Let me help you with something,
okay.
Patricia. Try to get into the
Uh-huh.
habit of all of this extra information from the beginning to the end. Leave it last. Leave it last. Anything related to time and additional people, leave it last.
See?
Yes? Yeah. So I forget how you structured it, but instead of saying you have to, from the beginning to the end, do things properly, no, you have to do things
No, I
properly from the beginning to the end. Always leave time stuff to the end.
to
Yeah?
the end. Okay.
Exactly. Cool. Ruth, I have a question for you,
Okay.
but I don't
I
want
understood.
to. Good. And good response, Patricia. Ruth, I have a question for you, but let me get to Roberto first. So, Roberto, what I was mentioning is that, man, if you read English and you notice that you understand 90% of what you're reading, how do you say que hacer? Los deberes de la casa. Chores, Jamilet. Chores, housework. Yeah? Okay, so look, Roberto, if you read and you notice, hey, I can understand almost everything that I read. If you watch films and you're able to understand, but your issue is fluency, in my opinion, you have to find a speaking partner. You have to find a speaking partner. Maybe shadowing, yes, but definitely a speaking partner. Yeah, for sure, a speaking partner. And what I was
I
recommending
have the
is,
same problem.
yeah. So,
I,
so Patricia, this is helpful, right? These classes that we have are helpful, but if you want more exposure, yeah, Roberto, maybe playing video games online, yes, where you have to interact with other players and you have to interact with them in English. One, but two, I think this is a very good way to improve your English. Omegle is
okay.
is a website where people just go there to talk to other people, right? So maybe you can find someone who wants to improve their Spanish. You help them improve their Spanish. They help you improve your English. But that would be my
Okay.
recommendation. Yeah?
So I have the same problem than Roberto.
As Roberto.
It's good to say than or to. As
As.
than
As
to.
Roberto.
As.
As Roberto.
Okay. I have the same problem as Roberto
Yeah, because you're using same, right? When
because
you're
my main
Go ahead.
I don't have any trouble when reading, listening, but to reproduce what is in my mind is very difficult.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
and and the only way and the
So
only
the
way that
speak
go ahead.
so this speaking skill is
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry, I keep interrupting you. Go ahead.
my main issue. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So what I wanted to say, Patricia, is, and it's a mental thing. It's a mental thing because you guys know the information, but your brain is not used to producing the words that you need or finding the words quickly. So you have to get your brain used to it. And
Yeah.
I would suggest finding a speaking partner, and Omegle is a great choice. Roberto, I don't play many games, but I don't even know my username. Simply, I don't know my username. I'll try to look for it. But FIFA, man, I like playing FIFA with my son. Okay, and Yamilet, very nice example. So Yamilet said, I half-ass my chores. I hate doing dishes. Yeah. So guys, that's a perfect example. Yes, my son half-asses the dishes too, for sure. Yeah. Okay, guys. I had a question for Ruth. And Ruth, when you were doing homework with your grandchildren, did they half-ass their homework?
Yes, every time us, yes. And
Good.
when I say them, you
When I
have to
tell
do
them,
it.
when I tell
When
them,
I tell them you have to do it again, or they start to cry, or maybe
guys.
they get angry with me, and the grandmother is not a good grandmother, something like that.
Good, good, good. Yeah, I think that works very well. If you can't do it right, you'll have to do it again. And that's what I do
Yes,
to my son. If you can't make your bed right, I will unmake it for you and you will make it again. Yeah,
yes,
they don't like that.
I do it the same.
Cool, cool, cool. So look, Ruth, the next one is for you. Undertaking. This is business English, yes, undertaking.
Yes,
And let me give you some context.
yeah.
So yes, this is definitely business vocabulary. Yeah. Starting a new business is a huge undertaking that requires a lot of planning and hard work. Comenzar un nuevo negocio o una nueva empresa es un undertaking enorme que requiere mucha planificación y trabajo duro. The team took on the undertaking of organizing the charity event and it was a huge success. El equipo tomó sobre ellos o aceptó la responsabilidad de undertake y la organización del evento de caridad y fue un gran éxito. What do you think undertake means? Maybe the context isn't like the clearest, but what do you think it means?
To be responsible, to be responsible. I don't know.
Responsible, responsible.
Responsible to do something in good way. Maybe.
Yeah, yeah. And look, citizen is always great help. And citizen, you're right, but this is the noun, right? An undertaking, noun
Undertaking.
form es un gran proyecto, es algo que va a requerir esfuerzo, right? Un proyecto
Esfuerzo.
que va a requerir esfuerzo. Yes, a project that will require effort. Thank you, citizen. But the verb, pues, it's kind of like what you were saying, Ruth, right? To be responsible for, as citizen put it, a great, no, not a great, an important
Important.
task. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Mm.
Thank you, citizen. Okay, so guys, yeah, we can use this for any task that is important, any task that can be a little difficult. So important or difficult, yeah? And what is the biggest undertaking? So here we're using the noun, right? In this question, we're using the noun. So what is the biggest undertaking you've ever
Yeah.
been responsible for?
When I was when I was working, my undertaking was to get a letter of credit.
Good, good, good. And here you can say this, right? Getting a letter of credit
Yes.
was a huge undertaking.
Undertaking.
Yeah.
How do you
So
say?
don't say my
how do-
undertaking was this. Tell me what happened, and then this was an undertaking. Yes.
And how do you say? I'm going to translate.
Please, please, please.
Warranty bills, boleta de garantía. When you are doing a project or making a project, the other person asks you for a payment that is not a check, but it's a boleta, bill of warranty. You say that? You know that?
A bill of
word?
warranty. A bill of warranty. A bill of
bill of
warranty.
warranty.
A
Okay.
bill of warranty. Yes.
Yeah. That is very important. It's very great or huge or great undertaking for me.
It was a huge undertaking.
Yes, a huge undertaking.
There you go. There you go. Cool, cool, cool. And Yamilet, I will adopt a dog. And be careful. This is an undertaking. Yes. Training my dogs is an undertaking. Yes. Yamilet, passing my final exam was a huge undertaking. There you go, guys. Guys, I'm sharing the Telegram link. Yes. In the Telegram channel, you will have access to the Zoom call. You will get, guys, I provide the Telegram members with worksheets with the vocabulary so that you can practice the vocabulary on your own as well. Okay. Hey, teacher, been a while. Pam, so glad to be here again. Glad to have you here as well, Pam. Okay, so good. Thank you, Ruth. Let's go over to Patricia. Patricia, um,
You're welcome.
what are some tasks that you're undertaking at the moment?
So
What
on
are
my
some
heart,
tasks that you are undertaking at the moment? Go ahead, Patricia.
well, we are now, my husband and I, how do you say? I don't know. Um, como at the wait or at the waiting of some contracts, maybe
Hmm.
for we to
For us,
manage,
for us.
for us, for us, for us to manage. Yeah.
There you go.
So
Mhm.
so that I no
That's
mm,
that's my current undertaking. That's my current undertaking.
my current, yeah,
Good,
that's
good,
my
good.
current undertaking. Mhm.
Good. And Pam, be careful, yes? Because undertaking, we can use it as a verb and as a noun, right? So being an adult is a big undertaking, right? Because you're using so. So being an adult is a big undertaking, is a difficult undertaking. Practicing my English is my undertaking. There you go, guys. Okay, my friends. Patricia, you are next. So to slack off, to do. And here's some context for you. My boss warned me not to slack off on the project deadline again. I usually slack off on weekends and spend time with my family. What does it mean to slack off? And maybe the first example wasn't very clear. Let me change it for a different one. Patricia, here we go. I can't afford to slack off during the exam season if I want to maintain my grades. Nice, Diana. What do you think it means, Patricia?
Maybe to take a break.
Yeah, yeah, but this is negative, okay? To slack off,
Oh,
exactly. Look at what citizen, look at what citizen, the definition that he provided for us. Hacer nada. Hacer nada. Yeah, so to slack off just means to reduce or to ease up. Yes, we talked about easing up. To reduce the effort you apply on something. Yes? So hacer nada, ser vago, that's what it means to slack off. Yeah?
yes. Mhm.
Cool. Maybe give up or disconnect? No, Pam. Roberto, to take it easy. But it's for example, I like taking it easy at home, right? So here, this second example, I usually slack off on the weekends and spend time with my family. Here, slack off isn't really negative. Me gusta tomarla a la ligera, like you're saying, Roberto, right? But if you're slacking off at work, this is not cool, right? It's negative. It's negative. Okay. So, Patricia and guys, I mean, I think we all slack off at work, right? It's impossible not to slack off. But if you're using the word slack off, it can be negative. Okay. So, Patricia, is it ever okay to slack off, in your opinion?
Well, if you said this is kind of a negative,
But the thing is that it can be negative, right? So for example,
yeah.
Jim is slacking off at work. This is obvious. I'm obviously speaking negatively about Jim, right? I don't want anyone slacking off today. We have to finish this by noon, whatever, right? So here slacking off would be negative. But slacking off is something we all do. Sometimes we will take a 5-minute break. This could be called slacking off. Yes. So I just want you to understand that it can be used negatively. It tends to be used
Okay.
negatively, but not always. Yes.
Okay. So I agree. I think sometimes it's okay to slack off
Yeah.
because otherwise you're gonna be burnt out. Maybe
Yeah. Yeah. You're going to get burned
you're going
out.
to get burnt out.
Exactly.
So yes, I agree. It's good for
Yeah.
anyone sometimes to slack off
Yeah. There
in
you go.
order to relax a little bit and to resume or retake the word
Yeah.
and do it well and
Yeah.
feel better.
There you
Then.
go. There you go. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, Patricia. Hey, and Ruth, a question for you. Were you able to slack off while taking care of your grandchildren? Did they let you slack off?
No, I I don't slack off with my grandchildren. I have to 4 eyes.
Yeah, there you go. There
Right.
you go. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I have to
because
open my
they,
four
they live
eyes.
on a building, so I have to look every time and what are they doing? Just when they are quiet. When they are quiet, you say something is
Something's
happening.
happening. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. 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 If my children are too quiet, I worry. I worry.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
this is an idiom that came to my mind when you said tengo que tener cuatro ojos, right?
Cuatro.
No me llega uno en inglés ahorita, but there's a cool one que me llegó and I want to share it with you guys. To sleep with one eye
Eyes.
open.
Yeah.
No, to sleep with
Open.
one eye
Yeah.
open. This means que hay que
Yes.
supervisarlos hasta cuando uno duerme, right?
Yes.
Hay que estar atento hasta cuando uno duerme. Okay, guys.
One question.
Please,
One
please.
question. It's lack of. Can I? Is it correct to say during on weekend I slack of cooking
I slack off from. I slack off
from
from.
from I slack off from. Yeah. Okay.
And you could also say I slack off and don't cook. I slack
I
off and don't cook.
I don't cook. Yeah.
Good. User 5309. Are you Antonio? Is it you? I know that Antonio goes by or used to go by user 5309 as well. Slacking off smartly at work is sometimes necessary. Yeah, I think slacking off sometimes it's good, guys. We need a quick break. Taking a break from work can be beneficial. Can be beneficial. Cool. So Ruth, this is the last one, guys, and guys, we're actually finished with the topic of productivity. The next vocabulary that we're going to work on is related to the house, okay?
House.
And yeah, to questions related to the home more than anything. So I'm not going to get into that. We're going to finish the class here for today so that we can start tomorrow with the topic of the house and not mix the topics up. But Ruth, Patricia, as always, I really do appreciate your guys' time and making these classes fun for me, and I'm assuming for the people who are listening to us as well. Before I leave, Ruth, Patricia, do you have any questions for me?
Just only tell you that you are amazing. You have patience, and I was out over 3 weeks because I am under the weather. But I love your English class. You are a great teacher. You explain very well, so I appreciate very much your English classes.
Thank you so much, Ruth, and I'm glad that
So
you are here. I'm glad that you're
I
back.
also want
Go ahead, Patricia.
I also want to thank you because you have made me push harder.
That's the idea. That's the
Uh,
idea.
so is
That's the
uh,
idea. That's the
yeah,
idea.
yes, and these classes are joyful. I enjoy them very much, and it has been very useful all this time, especially because I have had the opportunity to practice a little bit of speaking, which is the worst part for me.
Yeah.
So I can't thank you enough. Really, really. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Citizen. Thank you, Diana. Thank you, Yamilet. I appreciate it, guys. Patricia, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ruth. Guys, I will let you guys go. I will send you the material from the vocabulary to the Telegram group tomorrow, not today. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okay, we are going on
Okay.
time. Bye.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Recording stopped.
Okay, so guys, people on TikTok, thank you guys so much. When is the next class? Tomorrow, mañana. Mañana at 6 p.m. Colombia. Yeah? So guys, if you have any questions, feel free to shoot them. If not, we're gone. We're out of here. You're welcome, Alex. You're welcome, Diana. Citizen, thank you so much for your help as always. Be good, guys. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.